Okay.
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 Okay, so I just wanted to talk a bit about the group that we're doing with men and women together, which is a beautiful exploration of our masculine and our feminine energies together. And it's really much coming from the way also we relate together. It's not just a group for us, this is more like the way we live our lives together also as a couple, as a man and a woman together.
So this is a work that we created based on our experiences, our individual experiences of meditation that we've been practicing for a long time, and very much with our life experiences in relationship, in relating with each other as men and women. And also when Khushru also works with men and I work with women, and so we learn a lot from those works, and then we bring it together in this group, which we bring then men and women together to support each other, to explore themselves and to find the energy back, and also to connect with meditation.
And in our experience, it's really something that is kind of magic that can happen with such a group, and it's the magic that we have together also in our relationship when we started to really understand more the dynamics in our relationship, or about myself about being a man, and also for Komala about being a woman. Because there is that magic that when these two poles of life is like the big polarity of life, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, and so when these two forces that actually create life, because that's where we all come from, when they become conscious and start to relate together in a conscious way, with fun, with relaxation, with meditation, and also with an open heart, so that we want to learn and understand more from the other side. It really creates a space where a lot of things can happen that normally seem very difficult in life, because this is not always just, as everybody knows, just pure beauty in a relationship. There is also quite some challenges and difficulties.
So the work is really that we come together as men and women with our different qualities to support each other, to find out more what it is to be a woman. What is it a feminine energy? So the men in the group are going to support me as a woman to discover more also about my own masculine energy. Because what we understand is that every human being, we have all those different qualities also in our own system. And then by discovering and also understanding more what it is the other gender, no? By being women and the men are there as a mirror for me, I start understanding more what is a man, what are their needs, what is important for them. In this way, I start understanding myself better, and I start understanding and finding ways to relate with men in a more conscious way. Because I know what I find out more through their sharings, through their explorations, what is it that is important for them, and what's the energy that they can also share with me as a woman. So it's an exchange. It's really a dance together.
And this dancing together is really a lot, just as Komala said, about also learning to get to know each other better. Because there is very little information actually in all of our lives normally about how men really function and what is the life of a woman. And it's quite different, the way a man approaches relationship and the relationship to his body, and also what happens when a man and a woman meet. It's quite different. And it's also alright that there are differences, but it's important that we start to understand and acknowledge and honor and still know about the other more. And first I learn more about my own gender, about my own qualities, but I also start to appreciate, okay, if I meet a woman, she has a different timing, she has maybe different needs. And that group can really become like a learning field for all of us together, which normally doesn't exist, and we can start to hear, wow, that's how they are. And it really becomes like a learning field where we say, and the more I understand, the more I can also open my heart. I don't need to go into my structures of defending and getting blaming the other or complaining, which is normally what happens in relationship. I can just allow, okay, life for her is right now a little bit different. How can we dance together in that? How can we start supporting each other again instead of fighting with each other? Like knowing that we both actually longing for more love.
And our experience between us in our relationship, and also by working with people in many different parts of the world, with men and women together, is that this is really possible. And there is something really, like Khushru said in the beginning, magical. When men and women come together to find a way to relate in a conscious way, it has an incredible creative force. Yeah? And in this times where we are living now, in this modern world, where women also are becoming more and more empowered and also more and more in the business work, somehow it's very important to bring also more consciousness about what those qualities are and how those energies can become more conscious, so that instead of men and women being competing with each other, yeah, they are actually, by knowing themselves better, understanding their qualities better, they can support each other. And this is not only in the daily life at home with the children, but
with
also
co-workers,
yeah.
any place basically in your life that you meet with men and women.
Yeah. And this is it's a very important work, as we understand also, like in the business world, and when you are like relating with people that you work with, those energies, masculine and feminine energies, and the possibility of complementarity and also of fighting between those energies are very big there, more than ever in these modern times. So more than ever we understand it's really important, and that's also the reason those kind of works are very much requested, and people are very much interested, because it is happening. And it is really possible to come together. This is our experience, and it's happening right here now in the work we are doing. We can see how beautiful it is and how much men and women are opening to each other and supporting each other to discover themselves and to have a more clear, loving relationship with each other.
And yet, to make it happen, it needs some practice and it needs some time, and it really needs our willingness. And that's what such a group can offer. It really opens a space where simply we get so touched by seeing, wow, the other person, the other woman, the other man, whoever I meet, same person like me has needs, has wounds, has his own history. But if we start coming together, it gets more and more easy. It's like, okay, I don't need to always protect myself or look for out where somebody is trying to get the better of me. I can just be there, starting to understand, well, how can we support each other? Because I know in my heart she wants the same thing, and I know that she knows that about myself as well. But to go there, it really also needs practice, and this is what we're offering in the group. It needs places also sometimes to say sorry, and sometimes to bring out our appreciation. Wow, you look beautiful, and I love the way you are as a woman. And so all of those things, we offer many different ways of coming together more, finding out about our wounds and about what we need, but also sharing our beauty and our love for each other. And that is bringing the magic, which starts to more and more happen than by itself. There's a point normally in this group where it's almost like we can sit back and see it happen by itself. But until then, we really need practice.
And strong part of this practice that we do together when we are working together is to take it in an easy way, in a relaxed way, playful, and at the same time sincere. And that we invite everybody to really go very deep into themselves and with each other. And the meditation is then what actually brings all this together. The ability we all have, or we can actually learn more and more to observe oneself and to be present with oneself without judgment, just like curious about what is this, what's happening inside, and really giving space to whatever is happening. And this is what part of what creates the magic, the playfulness and the meditation.
So there's space for everything in that group, and it's a beautiful experience to come and enjoy with others and explore with others together. So everybody's invited if you're curious about what life can mean when you start to relate with men and women consciously. It's worth the walk.
Yeah. It's like consciousness and love, like a dance of consciousness and love.
Okay. Thank you, Komala.
Thank you.